Hello everybody, how you doing? It's been a while. Happy days are here again. Well, not yet, but they're going to be. Situation is very, very simple. We have booked our return flights to Malaysia. Cost me an arm and a leg, to be honest. No, the only thing I haven't checked is what the entry regulations are. From Singapore to Malaysia by plane, or if we can cross over from Singapore to Johor by car, by taxi, which would be just perfect if we can. Good morning. So, where are we at the moment, and why is the sun shining? Welcome to England. A couple of days ago we had meant to be a really hot day. I don't think it was as hot as everyone was claiming it was. Allegedly it got to like 27 somewhere in England. It certainly wasn't where I was. Anyway, it was hot, it was warm. It was warm. Don't carry away, it was warm. And then the very next day the temperature dropped 11 degrees and it was just rain. So that was misery, and that was our English summer, so I thought. Then the next day it was cold and miserable as well. And then yesterday it was quite warm. Today it's quite warm. They reckon it's going to get to 25 today. I don't think so. But I'll enjoy it, you know, for as long as it's good anyway. We've only got, from when I'm talking to you now until we leave, about 3 weeks. So, gosh, we were intending to go back in September. I know. I had an idea. It might not even be one that happens, but we've got a friend who's getting married in Mallorca in October. So if we go to Malaysia,
yards, turn left onto Monmouth Road, B4293.
Well, that tells you where we are, doesn't it? So if we go to Malaysia, we have to leave after 3 months. So if we go to Malaysia in July, as we are, and go out in October, we'll be perfectly fine for our 3 months. Then we can go back from Mallorca to Malaysia, have another 3 months, and then probably visit our son in Brunei, and then have a couple more months in Malaysia before we return to England, which will be, just so you know, in about 9 months after we leave. So
continue on B4293 for 4 miles.
That's the plan. Now the next question is, where are we? Well, we are in Wales. Welsh Wales, the land of the dragons, the land of castles. Last time I spoke to you from a campsite, I believe we were on a naturist resort in St Albans. Well, we enjoyed it so much that we found another naturist resort in Wales, near Monmouth, and so we decided to come and sit on that. The reason being, it's very simple. Normal campsites are ridiculously expensive at the moment, and they're very busy, they're very crowded, full of noisy people and kids and all sorts, dogs galore. We'll take this lorry, tractor. So, yeah, I can't be doing all that. Dogs barking all bloody day long. And it's like swimming pools. We went to a site near Brixham. You couldn't get near the swimming pool, it was just full of screaming kids. So, on these naturist sites, both ones I've been on now have got swimming pools. This one's got an indoor heated pool. And it's absolutely lovely. The cost of the site is cheaper than the general sites. We've got all the facilities we need. Hardly anybody on site. Okay, it's a naturist site, so you see very unattractive people walking around with their clothes off. But, you know, I'm not exactly God's gift to mankind, am I? Or womankind. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't mind getting my kit off. Never worried me whatsoever. I've always been willing to get my kit off naturist beaches or whatever. So, no worries. I know a lot of people, it's not their thing. I don't have a problem with that. Religion's not my thing. How's about that? You know, we all have our things. And I'll tell you now, the people on the naturist sites, they are so friendly. They are so nice. They're all, it's God's waiting room. They're all bloody waiting to die. They're all older than me. I'm the youngster on site. So there you go. There's that. So what's happened to the van? What's happened to the car? That's the questions I guess you're asking. The van is going into storage. Who knew that storage for vans is such a thing? I had to phone up about 6 different companies. First of all, I phoned up expecting them to be like, oh yeah, come on in, park up, yeah, where you go. Oh, it's 600 quid a year, by the way. £600 people. So, you know, imagine that. Field full of trucks, say, let's say 100, that's £50,000 just for a crappy field. I don't suppose a farmer makes that much often with crops, unless it's, you know, cocaine. So, yeah, that's the situation. We are putting the van into storage. Should be there, well, we have to pay for a year, but it should be in for 9 months. It took me a lot of phone calls. I've got one down in Somerset, but I went from like hoping I was going to get like an indoor covered secure place to now being on a great big field with a load of other vans, and those places aren't secure. In fact, they're so unsecure that my insurance company gave it a lower rating than if I parked on my mother's driveway, which is ridiculous, but there you go, because they do have some security. And my mother is an 80-something old lady with no security. But there you go, that's what it is. I have to insure it for the year, even though we're not using it because it's on the driveway. I will do a thing called SORN, which basically means in the UK we have to tax, I used to do tax cars in Malaysia, but I have to effectively tax it, but it's free because it's off the road. But it's just informing them that the vehicle isn't on the road. Until we get back, then I will have to tax it. I'll also have to MOT it. Phil, West Motor Vlog, I'll be looking at you, my friend. We're going to need a full-on service, a full-on MOT again, and we need those brakes sorting out. I told you I had a problem. Yeah, it's just easier to do it next time. Also, looking back on the van, so when we insured it, I thought we'd do about 25,000 miles this year. In reality, we did 4. I had grand visions of us traipsing the world and wild camping. After the first time sleeping in it overnight outside one of our old houses in Devon, I decided wild camping wasn't for me. I like to plug in, I like nice toilets and showers. So, you know, that wasn't going to happen. Then I also decided I didn't like packing up and moving every few days. And so, you know, now my plans for next year are much better. So in reality, we only did 4,000 miles. So next year, my insurance is for 6,000 miles, I think. So, which is cheaper, it's cost me £200 less. There we go. That includes breakdown insurance, which is weird because I'm not really going to be driving it for 3 months. I didn't really think that one through, 9 months. I didn't think that one through, but there you go. Now, I don't like this corner. This is a nasty corner to come out of. And that's what I'm about to do. It's a right bugger. You can't really see behind you. So, once this car goes, it's all guesswork. That's a terrible corner. It's going to be even worse when I come out of the van.
4293 for half a mile.
So, yeah, we're in Monmouth, in a naturist resort. It's lovely. Having a great time. And the sun's shining, so I've been getting my kit off. I've actually got a little tiniest bit of a tan beginning. Only tiny, but you know, that's what it is. So I'm really excited to be returning to Malaysia. I mean, I cannot tell you how excited I am. Obviously, because I changed my plan so quickly. I kind of had a thought, well, if we're going to possibly go to this wedding in Mallorca, then we're going to be out of the country, and I might just well go from Malaysia as from the UK, just have to come back.